Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we're going to explore a dramatic story that begins with a small misunderstanding and leads to a rainy rescue that changes Tuna's life completely. What happens when one mistake turns into an act of responsibility and compassion? If you enjoy this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next videos. The morning at the farm is quiet and ordinary. Tuna stands near the field, facing the camera. She smiles gently and greets the audience, wishing everyone a peaceful new day. Her tone is simple and calm, like someone used to starting mornings early and dealing with life as it comes. Then someone walks onto the farm. A man stops when he sees Tuna. He looks surprised and confused. "Why are you here?" he asks. He explains that he has just finished handling family matters and has come back to work. Before leaving, he already told Alex he would stop for a while, so Alex hired someone else to take care of the farm. As far as he knows, everything was arranged clearly. Tuna listens carefully, then asks one question. "Where is the person you hired?" The man pauses. He admits that earlier when he arrived he saw a woman near the farm. She looked unfamiliar. He thought she was a bad person and chased her away without asking anything. Tuna is shocked. She tells him that woman was the person Alex hired, and more than that, she is pregnant. Now she has nowhere to go. The man's expression changes immediately. Regret replaces confidence. He admits he didn't know and acted too quickly. He asks which direction she went. Tuna points quietly. The atmosphere at the farm changes. What was calm now feels tense. The man stands there for a moment, realizing the seriousness of what he's done. He wanted to come back to work peacefully, but instead created a problem. Dark clouds gather overhead and rain begins to fall. Tuna watches him leave. She doesn't say anything, but her heart is heavy with worry for the pregnant woman who was chased away. The farm suddenly feels unstable, as if one mistake has shaken everything. Under the rain, the man starts searching. He walks along the village roads, asking people if they've seen a pregnant woman, about this tall, wearing a headscarf, carrying a basket. Everyone shakes their heads. No one has seen her. The rain gets heavier. Workers have already gone home. The roads are empty. He wonders if she might come back to the farm because she has nowhere else to go. He calls Miss Chung and asks if she has seen the woman today. Miss Chung says no. The call ends. Only rain remains. Regret grows heavier with every step. What started as a misunderstanding now feels like a serious mistake. His clothes are soaked, but he keeps walking. He knows he has to find her. Elsewhere, under the same rain, Tuna is standing still. Her ex-husband and his new wife are blocking her way. They are shouting at her, insulting her, mocking her pregnancy. They say cruel things, claiming the child isn't his. The new wife stands beside him, adding more insults. Tuna doesn't argue. She keeps her voice low. "We're not related anymore," she says. "Please leave me alone." The rain keeps falling. At that moment, Alex arrives. He has been driving in the rain after seeing Tuna's missed calls and not being able to reach her. When he sees her from a distance, surrounded by people, he stops immediately. Alex gets out of the car and walks toward them. "What are you doing?" he asks firmly. "Why are you bullying a pregnant woman?" Tuna turns and sees him. She looks surprised, then relieved. She says quietly that she's fine and thanks him. The ex-husband turns his anger toward Alex. He mocks him and accuses him of interfering, saying Alex is responsible for her pregnancy and causing trouble. Alex doesn't back down. He calls out their behavior directly, telling them they should be ashamed. His voice stays controlled, but his stance is clear. After a moment, the ex-husband and his new wife leave. The rain continues. Alex turns to Tuna and asks if they know each other. She nods and says he is her ex-husband. Alex opens the car door. "Get in," he says. "You shouldn't stay here." He adds that a man like that doesn't deserve to be a husband or a father. Tuna hesitates briefly, then gets into the car. Rain runs down the windows as Alex drives away. He takes her to a nearby shop so she can rest. Inside, it's warm and quiet. Alex orders water and a watermelon smoothie and invites her to sit upstairs. Tuna drinks slowly, still shaken. Alex apologizes. He explains that his friend misunderstood and chased her away without knowing she was the hired worker. There was no bad intention, only a mistake. He promises to go back and fix everything. Tuna worries that she has caused trouble. Alex tells her not to think that way. Without him, she and the baby wouldn't know where to go. He tells her that life is hard, but she should try to live well for herself and for her child. Tuna listens and nods. She thanks him and says she will try. Outside, the rain hasn't stopped, but inside the shop, the pressure slowly eases. Fear turns into relief. What began as a misunderstanding has turned into support. And this moment quietly changes the direction of everything. After resting for a while, Alex tells Tuna they should go back to the farm and clear up the misunderstanding. She hesitates at first, worried about causing more trouble, but Alex reassures her that everything will be handled properly. She finishes her drink, takes a deep breath, and follows him back to the car. The rain is lighter now, but the ground is still wet when they arrive at the farm. The man who chased her away earlier is there, pacing restlessly. When he sees Tuna return, his face shows immediate relief. Alex steps in before anyone speaks. He explains clearly that everything was a misunderstanding. Tuna is the person he hired, and she came to work as arranged. No one is at fault for being cautious, but chasing her away without asking caused serious trouble. The man apologizes sincerely. He admits his mistake and says he acted without thinking. Tuna listens quietly. She doesn't blame him, but the fear and confusion from earlier are still written on her face. Alex then makes a decision. He tells his friend that he has arranged a different job for him, closer to home and more suitable, so he won't need to stay at the farm full-time anymore. The man agrees and thanks Alex for understanding. The tension finally eases. Alex turns to Tuna. He tells her she can continue working at the farm as planned. Her monthly salary will be paid in full, and she doesn't need to worry about what happened earlier. If her ex-husband comes back to cause trouble again, she should go to the police. She doesn't need to stay silent anymore. And if she needs help, she can call him directly. Tuna feels a wave of relief. The fear that followed her since the morning slowly fades. She thanks Alex again, her voice sincere but quiet. Stability, something she hasn't felt in a long time, finally seems possible. Alex excuses himself. He still has work to take care of. Before leaving, he reminds her to rest if she feels tired and not to push herself too hard. Tuna nods and tells him to be careful on the road. Alex drives away. Tuna stands there for a moment, watching until his car disappears. She murmurs to herself that he is truly kind-hearted. Without him, she doesn't know what would have happened. She thinks about herself and the baby, feeling lucky but also overwhelmed. Then another worry rises. Her mother. She looks around the farm, the familiar fields stretching out in front of her, and wonders where her mother might have gone during all this chaos. The question repeats in her mind, bringing a new kind of pressure. But work still needs to be done. She walks toward the animal pens and begins feeding the chickens and pigs. The routine helps steady her thoughts. Each movement feels grounding. The sounds of the animals fill the space, simple and familiar. Her worry about her mother doesn't disappear, but it mixes with something else now: hope. What happened today was frightening, but it also showed her that there are people willing to help. She tells herself she needs to stay strong, not only for herself, but for her child. As evening approaches, the sky clears slightly. A light breeze moves through the farm. Tuna pauses, one hand resting on her belly, reminding herself to keep going. Elsewhere, Alex is already back in work mode. He calls Ms. Lan to check on the progress of the projects he assigned earlier. Ms. Lan reports that the flower project has been completed successfully. As for the new project, the team is currently surveying the fields planted with corn, potatoes and cassava. Alex listens carefully. Then he decides to go directly to the site to check the quality and quantity himself. When he arrives, workers are busy harvesting and bagging produce. Alex greets everyone and asks about the work. He walks through the field, inspecting the cassava roots. They are large and healthy, exactly the quality needed for high-grade cassava flour. He nods with satisfaction. The cassava here is very good. The local manager invites Alex to walk further in and look over the entire area. Alex listens, observes, and asks practical questions. After a quick review, he says he needs to return to the company to handle other matters. He tells the team to keep working and report any issues directly. As he leaves the field, his mindset shifts again. Earlier, his focus was on Tuna and resolving a personal crisis. Now, responsibility pulls him back into business. The pressure is different but familiar. He thinks about the rain, the misunderstanding, and the rescue earlier in the day. Regret still lingers, but it's balanced by hope. Hope that the project will succeed and that Tuna will be safe. The wide fields stretch out behind him, full of potential. Each cassava root represents effort, planning, and risk. Alex knows success isn't guaranteed, but he's committed. As he drives back toward the company, his thoughts settle into a quieter balance. Compassion and responsibility don't cancel each other out. They exist side by side. The day has been long, but something important has changed for Alex, for Tuna, and for the path ahead. This story follows Tuna and Alex through a single difficult day, shaped by misunderstanding and unexpected help. Tuna is wrongly chased away from the farm where she was meant to work, leaving her vulnerable while pregnant and caught in the rain. Realizing the mistake, Alex begins searching for her and discovers her being bullied by her ex-husband and his new wife. Alex steps in to protect her and takes her somewhere safe to rest. He later returns to the farm to clear the misunderstanding, arranges work fairly, and offers Tuna stability and support. As Tuna struggles with worry for her mother and her future, she also finds renewed strength. The story contrasts fear and kindness, showing how responsibility, empathy, and timely action can quietly change a life. Their voices stay low and relaxed, filled with expectation. The shift from waiting to being ready happens naturally, without words. There's a contrast here, the quiet of the garden against the excitement of an upcoming reunion. Their teamwork feels effortless, shaped by familiarity and affection. Still, there's a small worry that the guests might be late, and another that Henry might wake up too soon. These concerns remain unspoken, hovering lightly. Then finally, John and Xiaohua arrive. They step out with smiles, carrying bags of fruit and small packages of baby clothes. Greetings are warm and immediate. Everyone laughs, voices overlapping. John looks around, impressed by the spacious farm, the fresh air, the peaceful surroundings. He praises the flower beds and vegetable garden that Tuna and Alex care for together, noting how alive everything feels. There's deep affection in the way John speaks to Alex, teasing him while also admiring him. He talks about how Alex has always been devoted to the people he loves ever since they were young. He compliments them as a couple, saying they look genuinely happy. Around them, flowers sway gently, like a quiet reflection of blossoming love and steady growth. Tuna brings out the sweet soup. Everyone tastes it, and praise follows immediately. The conversation flows easily about farm life, about slowing down, about finding peace in simple routines. The atmosphere shifts again from formal welcoming to something that feels almost like family. This is the heart of the gathering. From first greetings, they move into sharing food and stories. Tuna feels grateful, even slightly overwhelmed. All the earlier pressure was worth it for this moment. The only regret is that days like this don't happen more often. Laughter fills the space, light and unforced. Friendship deepens the warmth, and plans for future visits begin to form naturally. No one is in a hurry now. The scene settles into a calm celebration of ordinary joy, good food, honest conversation, and people who care for one another. In this simple gathering, attachment, pressure, hope, regret, and contrast all come together, forming a quiet but powerful reminder that happiness often lives in the most uncomplicated moments. This video tells a gentle yet emotional story set in rural Vietnam, following Tuna and Alex through one meaningful day. Tuna begins her morning torn between work and caring for baby Henry, while Alex balances responsibility at his wood factory and concern for his mother's health. As the day unfolds, pressure from work, memories of past struggles, and the desire for family connection quietly intersect. An unexpected visit from old friends brings warmth and joy, shifting the focus from deadlines to togetherness. Through simple moments, cooking, waiting, holding a child, and sharing a meal, the story highlights love, responsibility, and the beauty of ordinary life. It contrasts the noise of work with the calm of the countryside, showing how hope, attachment, and small reunions help people find balance and meaning in everyday routines.